It was a sensational debut for Illinois freshman David Mirkovic. I compared him to Draymond Green with the edge, the competitiveness mixed with the skill versatility for a big, bulky power forward that could rebound and go and pass. He was everywhere, and I'm so excited to see where it goes next. But the head coach that he just starred against had a different comp than Draymond Green. This was Illinois State head coach. I believe it's Ryan Pedon. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Mhm.
Ryan said after this game at the podium, quote, David Mirkovic, he's got some Nikola Jokic in him. 19 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists. That is certainly a Nikola Jokic stat line. We are one game into the collegiate career of David Mirkovic, and he's getting Nikola Jokic comparisons. Is that too far?
You want to know why it's too far and why this is I don't think you can tell from across the screen here, but this is really a struggle for me because I hate that one of my favorite Illini was ran out for doing this exact same thing, by the way.
What do you mean?
Dane Danger did a lot of this, Greg, and he was
Oh,
maligned,
stop.
and he was maligned, he was ridiculed, and honestly, it ticks me off a little bit. But to this point, to Coach Pedon's point, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. If this was his first look at David Mirkovic, right, that's not the worst thing to say in the world. A guy that filled up the stat sheet, rebounded at an extremely high level, and was able to do a lot of things. Now, was it a step too far with Jokic? Yes. Could I have found another player possibly that maybe put a little spin on it like we do? Like I'm 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 Michael Wilbon, but like great value version. Something like that could have been better here instead of comparing him to, the MVP candidate in the NBA. But, if I squint and drank like 24 buzz balls or something like that, I would be like, yeah, that looks like Jokic.
Yeah, it looks like if Jokic wasn't like 7 feet or what is he, 6'11", like a true five, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that Merck's a four. He's not a five. That's different. He's gonna have to figure out how to play next to a Visage. I might,
He's yeah, he's like a 6'8" Jokic who cares.
yeah, Jokic doesn't like basketball actively. Although, are we sure that Merck does?
He acts like it.
I mean, yeah, I think he likes conflict. I think he likes killing, and he's like, "Oh, those guys want to stop me." Like, I just love the kid. I might surprise you with this answer. I have no problem with this. Zero problem with
We
this.
gotta come on, man.
Did you watch the debut?
Yeah, I did.
That wasn't Jokic. You cut up the clips. You put out a post pass. You said the vision's crazy. You saw him rebound and go. You saw him hit the little threes where like no one's really guarding him because you're way more worried about him getting downhill and making a kick out. But he's just like, oh, by the way, I can hit this. That ain't Jokic. Now, look, he's not Jokic. He's not. Of course, God, this guy's supposed to come off the bench behind Benham Rickhouse. Of course, he's not Nikola
It
Jokic.
was also against Illinois State.
I still like the Draymond comp more. And I'm going to stick with that largely because I think what's going to make Merck special is what made Draymond special. He is a psycho and he is competitive and all that. Now, not to say Jokic isn't, but there's just not like the anger to his game the way it feels like there is to Merck and Draymond to me. Um, but I literally that debut was so impressive to me. I have no problem with anyone being hyperbolic and comparing him to greats. Like it's not to say his career will look anything like it, but just what did he look like in that 40-minute game against Illinois State? He looked that impressive. His fingerprints were all over that game.
Yeah, I mean the assists, the rebounding, the energy, everything. Look, like you said, I think Draymond would have been the more appropriate comp here, but yeah, I think when you think of like NBA players with size, skill, feel that fill up stat sheets, Jokic is the top of the top, the cream of the crop when it comes to that, and that's what he was able to do.
The bit to the bop, the hit to the hop, that was
Yeah.
special. The tip of the top, the cream of the crop.
Yeah, special. So special that he's coming behind coming off the bench for Ben Rickhouse.
Man, listen, Nikola Jokic came off the bench behind Yusuf Nurkic. That happened. I watched it with my own eyes.
Honestly, Nurkic might be a better comp for Mirkovic than Jokic.
I don't know about that. Although Nurkic would have looked awesome in Champagne for a year.
Facts.